Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. Traveling on a conditional green card? Is it risky for green card holders to travel under Trump? Green card holder. Green card holders face growing concerns over travel risks, with reports of CBP officers pressuring them to surrender their LPR status. Understanding your rights is crucial to protecting your residency. Green card holders report being pressured to give up their status. Know your rights before traveling. Understanding the issue. A viral video has raised serious concerns among green card holders, particularly those with conditional permanent resident status, regarding their rights when traveling internationally. The video, posted by a concerned woman, alleged that her niece, a nursing student and conditional green card holder, was pressured into relinquishing her lawful permanent resident status when she attempted to re-enter the U.S. at Los Angeles International Airport after traveling to Laos. According to the claim, Customs and Border Protection officers allegedly confiscated the young woman's green card, clipped a corner, placed her in a holding room, and suggested that individuals who have held their green card for less than 2 years could be denied re-entry. While details remain unclear, this incident serves as an important reminder for all green card holders to be informed about their rights at the border and how to protect their status while traveling. What is Form I-407 and why does it matter? Form I-407, Record of Abandonment of Lawful Permanent Resident Status, is a document issued by the Department of Homeland Security that allows a green card holder to voluntarily give up their permanent resident status. Some individuals willingly sign this form for personal reasons, such as relocating abroad or obtaining another nationality. However, many green card holders do not realize that signing Form I-407 is entirely voluntary, even if pressured by an immigration officer. Once signed, reversing this decision is extremely difficult. Therefore, it is crucial to know that you are never obligated to sign this form at an airport or border checkpoint. Know your rights. What to do if pressured to sign Form I-407. You are not required to sign anything. Zenotation Spot CBP officers cannot force you to sign Form I-407 or unilaterally take away your green card. Zenotation Spot, only an immigration judge has the authority to revoke permanent resident status. Request a hearing before an immigration judge. If CBP challenges your green card's validity, you have the right to a formal hearing before a judge rather than immediately surrendering your status. Remain calm and ask for legal representation. Zenotation Spot, if detained or questioned, politely but firmly request to speak with an attorney before signing any documents. Zenotation Spot immigration lawyers can provide crucial guidance and protect your rights. Do not sign documents you do not understand. Zenotation Spot, some green card holders sign Form I-407 out of fear or confusion, without realizing the consequences. Zenotation Spot, carefully read any documents presented to you and do not sign anything under pressure. Traveling with a conditional green card. What you need to know. Green card holders, including those with conditional permanent residency, are legally allowed to travel abroad, but they should take precautions to avoid issues upon re-entry. Limit extended absences. Zenotation Spot staying outside the U.S. for more than 6 months could lead CBP to question whether you have abandoned your residency. Zenotation Spot absences of over 1 year without a re-entry permit may result in automatic abandonment of status. Ensure your green card is valid. Zenotation Spot conditional green card holders must file Form I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence before their 2-year green card expires. Zenotation Spot, if your green card is expired, travel with proof of your pending Form I-751 or I-829 application. Be prepared for re-entry screening. Zenotation Spot CBP officers may ask about the purpose of your trip and review supporting documents. Zenotation Spot have copies of your green card, re-entry permit if applicable, and proof of ties to the U.S., such as a lease, job offer, or tax returns. The bottom line, while reports of green card holders being pressured to abandon their status remain unverified, the concerns they raise are legitimate. If you are a green card holder traveling internationally, know your rights at the border. Zenotation Spot never signed Form I-407 unless you fully understand consequences. Zenotation Spot if CBP officers challenge your residency. Request a hearing before an immigration judge instead of immediately surrendering your status. Z Notation Spot always travel with valid documentation and proof of ties to the U.S. to minimize the risk of issues at re-entry points. Travel risks for green card holders under the Trump administration. The prospect of Donald Trump returning to the White House has raised concerns among green card holders about their ability to travel freely. Given Trump's history of restrictive immigration policies, including the infamous travel bans, increased enforcement, and heightened scrutiny of legal permanent residents, it's essential to understand the potential risks green card holders may face when traveling abroad. In this video, we will break down different aspects of travel risk for green card holders under a potential Trump administration, including changes in immigration enforcement, risks for long-term travelers, possible travel bans, the impact of criminal convictions, and best practices for those who need to travel internationally, increased immigration enforcement, and travel scrutiny. Even under the Biden administration, Customs and Border Protection officers have been conducting more stringent inspections of green card holders upon re-entry. This scrutiny could intensify under Trump, as his previous administration significantly expanded interior enforcement and border security measures. Green card holders can expect 1. More frequent secondary inspections at U.S. airports and land border crossings. 2. Increased questioning about residency, employment, and time spent abroad. 3. A higher likelihood of facing challenges if they cannot prove that their primary residence is in the U.S. Risk of abandoning green card due to extended travel. U.S. law requires that green card holders maintain permanent residence in the country. If an LPR spends more than 6 months outside the U.S., CBP officers may suspect that they have abandoned their residency. If an absence exceeds 1 year, the green card can be automatically considered abandoned unless the holder has obtained a re-entry permit. Trump's previous administration ramped up efforts to identify LPRs who appear to be using their green card as a backup option rather than maintaining actual residence in the U.S. if he returns to power. Green card holders traveling extensively may face the following risks. Longer questioning. CBP officers may ask for proof of U.S. residence, such as tax returns, utility bills, and proof of employment. Referral to an immigration judge. If officers believe an LPR has abandoned their residency, they can initiate removal proceedings. Recommendations to apply for a re-entry permit. Green card holders who need to spend significant time outside the U.S. should apply for a re-entry permit, Form I-131, to avoid problems upon return. Future travel bans and restrictions. One of Trump's signature immigration policies was the implementation of travel bans affecting several predominantly Muslim-majority countries. The Biden administration rescinded these bans, but Trump has indicated that he would reinstate them if re-elected. The impact of new travel bans on green card holders could include secondary inspections. Green card holders from or traveling to banned countries could face extensive questioning at U.S. ports of entry. Temporary travel restrictions. In 2017, green card holders from banned countries were initially prevented from returning to the U.S. until further clarification was issued. A similar situation could arise again. Possible denials of boarding. Airlines may refuse to board green card holders if an executive order is unclear, leading to disruptions and legal challenges. Countries that were affected by previous travel bans include Iran, Iraq, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. If Trump expands his restrictions, additional countries could be affected. Criminal convictions and inadmissibility issues. Green card holders with criminal records must be extra cautious when traveling internationally, as certain offenses can make them inadmissible upon return to U.S. Crimes that could lead to denial of entry include crimes involving moral turpitude such as fraud, theft, and assault, drug-related offenses. Even minor drug convictions, including marijuana possession, can pose problems. Multiple DUI offenses. While a single DUI may not trigger inadmissibility, multiple offenses or a DUI with aggravating factors could lead to issues at the border. Under a stricter immigration enforcement environment, CBP officers may be more aggressive in detaining green card holders with past criminal convictions. Any green card holder with a criminal record should consult an immigration attorney before traveling. Best practices for green card holders traveling under a Trump administration. To avoid complications when traveling, green card holders should take the following precautions. Limit extended trips abroad. Try not to spend more than 6 months outside the U.S. in a given year. If long absences are necessary, apply for a re-entry permit before leaving. Maintain strong ties to the U.S. Keep U.S.-based employment, housing, and financial records to prove continuous residence. Carry necessary documentation. Bring a valid green card, proof of U.S. address, and any documents demonstrating employment or family ties in the U.S. Avoid legal trouble. Any arrest or conviction could trigger immigration consequences. Seek legal advice before traveling if you have a criminal record. Apply for citizenship if eligible. U.S. citizens are not subject to these restrictions. If you have had your green card for at least 5 years or 3 years if married to a U.S. citizen, consider applying for naturalization. Conclusion: if Trump returns to office, travel risks for green card holders could increase significantly due to stricter immigration enforcement, renewed travel bans, and heightened scrutiny at ports of entry. Green card holders should be proactive in maintaining U.S. residence, avoiding extended travel without a re-entry permit, and ensuring they meet all legal requirements to prevent issues upon re-entry. While no official policies have been announced yet, history suggests that another Trump administration would prioritize tighter border security and stricter enforcement of immigration laws. Green card holders should remain informed and prepared to navigate potential changes. To avoid travel complications, green card holders should stay informed, carry proof of residency, and consider applying for U.S. citizenship for stronger protection. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration News. We hope you are doing great. Traveling on a conditional green card. Is it risky for a green card holders to travel under Trump green card holder? Green card holders are raising concern over being pressured to surrender their lawful permanent resident status at a US ports of entry. A video highlighted an alleged incident at the Los Angeles International Airport where a conditional green card holder was reportedly coerced into a signing Form I-407, which formerly Abdona's LPR status. Customs and Border Protection officers allegedly clipped her green card and detained her, warning that a green card holders under 2 years could be denied re-entry. While details remain unclear, the case underscored the importance of knowing one's rights when traveling. Form I-407 is a voluntary document used to relinquish LPR status, typically signed when individuals intend to leave abroad. However, many green card holders are unaware that signing is optional and difficult to reverse once submitted. CBP officers lack the authority to revoke a green card or force someone to sign. Only an immigration judge can make such a determination. Travelers should remain calm, request legal representation, and refuse to sign any documents they do not fully understand. Conditional green card holders should take precautions to avoid re-entry issues. Extended absences of 6 months or more can trigger scrutiny, and stay exceeding a year without a re-entry permit may lead to automatic abandonment of status. Travelers should ensure their green card is valid and, if expired, carry proof of a pending Form I-751 or I-829 application supporting evidence of U.S. residency such as lease, employment verification, or tax records can strengthen their case. Concern about LPR travel risks have grown amid discussions of a potential Trump presidency. The previous administration enforced strict immigration policies, including travel bans and heightened border enforcement. If re-elected, Trump could reinstate such policies, subjecting LPRs, especially from previously banned countries, to increased scrutiny, delays, or even denials of entry. Those with a criminal records, particularly drug-related offenses or multiple DUI, may face inadmissibility. To prevent travel complications, green card holders should limit extended trips abroad, maintain proof of a US residency, and seek legal counsel if they have a criminal record. Applying for a US citizenship, if eligible, remains the strongest safeguard against potential immigration policy changes.